Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my Platinum Trophy playthrough. Today we are going to be going into the depths. You get there by using the key to the depths that you get for defeating Capra Demon. And one of the first enemies you will encounter are these undead dreglings, which wield torches or broken swords. The ones with broken swords are not particularly troublesome, however, be careful with the guys with torches. They can take off chunks of health pretty quickly. And I don't know if it was just a pale fairy, you can't parry them, not too sure. Now the depths can be a bit of a tricky area since you will encounter enemies that can inflict curse on you, which can be a pain in the ass if you don't have, let's see, if you do not have items to combat curse, such as purging stones. Just gonna go ahead and take out this butcher dude here. The easiest way to fight this guy is to backstab him. Now here in this chest is large ember. This item is necessary in order to make normal weapons and take them to the highest upgrade path possible, such as like if you're trying to make a plus 15 weapon. Ooh, nice. To the face. Alright. Now on this, before you go to the right, check out this room on the left. You will see the first Pyromancer trainer. He's trapped in boxes. Make sure you do not attack. You just make sure you just use rolls, otherwise you will aggro him, and then you'll have to go to Oswald the partner in order to make him friendly again. So now that you've unlocked him, you can either teleport back to Firelink Shrine to learn some of his spells, or you can continue to the Depths Bonfire, but be careful because another butcher will drop right behind you. And it's pretty much the same technique to defeating this guy. You just have to backstab him a couple of times and he should be good to go. And let's pick up sack. You can either use it as part of your attire or you can exchange it to Snuggly the Crow in the Undead Asylum for a Demon Hammer. Great Demon Hammer. Now, when this happens, when you get attacked by one of those slugs, you can just tap on R1 and L1 in order to get out of that. Also, using Pyromancy or any kind of fire element attack is the easiest way to deal with them. Just so keep that in mind. You can also farm large Titanite shards and green Titanite shards from these slugs. So this is a good area to get the upgrade materials just because you're right next to the bonfire. And iron out pyromancy, which is why it's helpful to go back to Firelink Shrine just to learn some pyromancy attacks. Otherwise, it takes way too long to kill these guys. And if you have the master key, you'll be able to unlock this doorway here to access the bonfire. Otherwise, you will have to travel a little bit below, and it will be located by the rats later on in the level. So I will show you the location for that as well. Now let's go ahead and proceed later in the level. We'll be able to farm for the shards. We'll also you can also pick up farm humanity from the rats located in this area. Just beware for their attacks. I recommend getting some purple moss clumps from the merchant in the shortcut from Undeadburg to the Firelink Shrine. So no humanity drops, and this is the part where you pick up the sewer chamber key in case you haven't picked the master key as your starting gift. Now in this next area, be careful, there will be another channeler. So make sure you take out the rats first. At least. Yeah, see, that was pretty close. I gotta upgrade my vitality a little bit or just get some poise. Now the channeler is not too much of a problem by himself, but he will use the channeler Strident buff and spell in order to power up the rats, so they're going to be a lot more of a pain in the ass to deal with. In the corner here you will find some large titanite shard, which will enable you to upgrade your claymore or your weapon of choice to +6 since you've picked up the large amber. And I do recommend to warp out or travel out of the depths once you are done with the boss fight here and unlock the key to Blighttown, or as soon as you pick up the large amber and unlock the Pyromancer trainer, just so you can upgrade your weapon a little bit higher, and then you can continue upgrading your weapon to +10 later on. You give large amber to Andre the blacksmith. It's kind of weird. I did not even think that I hit that rat, but oh well. And now we'll take on the large rat enemy that you saw through the cage. First I will equip the charcoal pine resin. We're going to have ourselves a cool flight of claymore. be careful. Its attacks do break a lot of poise, so and all right. And now in this part, you will have access to the shortcut to the bonfire. So be sure to open the door in this passageway here. And before we go ahead and um, talk to the merchant, the Domhole of Xena, we are going to go ahead and explore this area a little bit more. And I will show you guys the basilisk enemies that inflict curse. Make sure you don't fight them in the spot, just because if you don't have a lot of humanity on hand or an armor that has high curse resistance, you will get cursed rather easily, and then you'll have to backtrack all the way to the shortcut to Firelink Shrine in order to get some Persian stones, and you'll have to farm for them as well, so all kinds of pain in the ass. These enemies will also drop Eyes of Death, which are Covenant items for the Great Lord Covenant. I recommend farming about 7 of those before you leave the depths, just so you'll be able to access the Covenant and get to rank 1, which is what you need to get the second miracle for it. And as you can see right now, I'm not having any luck with drops. My what is the stat called? My item discovery is not very high because I have low humanity and I don't have the gold serpent ring equipped, which you get in Sans Fortress. So anyhow, alright, now in this little area you will find humanity. You can either just roll over the open drop here, or you can just jump over it. If you land here, you will just end up in this basilisk pit, so I do recommend killing the basilisks before you attempt to pick up the item. Okay, we are missing one item. I believe we're missing the Ring of the Evil Eye. This item does not really do a whole lot. You equip this ring, you kill an enemy, and it gives you a little bit of your health back for doing so. Not a particularly useful ring. I mean, you can equip it early on in this game. I mean, I could probably have it now just by default because I don't have anything else that's particularly useful. so having some HP regen is nice, but all in all, there are much better items out there. And now I'm gonna go find my way back to the bonfire, kindle the bonfire so I can summon Solaire and Lotrak in this area, and also so I'll be able to get invaded by the Dark Wraith Knight Kirk, whatever his name is. Yeah, first I kind of do want to kill these slugs here. Oh, yeah, I got a humanity. Yay. The depths are a good place to farm for humanity, Eyes of Death, and also it's a decent place to farm for some large Titanite shards and green Titanite shards. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and go back to the bonfire, reverse the humanity, and kindle the bonfire so we can go human. We'll have access to 10 Estus flasks, and that way we'll be able to summon Solaire and Lotrak for the boss fight. Although it is not necessary, and I do recommend against that, but if you do want to just see how easily both of those guys get owned, you can go ahead and try that. So. And I'm gonna bump just a little bit of points into my vitality and endurance. And let's go check out the boss. First, we're gonna be invaded by the Dark Knight Kirk. First, you'll get attacked by these rats, but if you proceed a little ways down this pathway here, Dark Knight Kirk will invade. Ooh. Almost ended up getting cursed. He's extremely easy to beat if you decide to parry him or just backstab him. And he does drop a significant amount of souls, which is nice to level up. And you can either get, sometimes you'll get a spiked shield, sometimes you'll get a spiked straight sword. Not sure whether you need those items for Platinum Trophy. My gut instinct is to say yes, so I do recommend picking them up just in case. And you will need to be invaded by him a few times if you want to get his armor. So first invasion is in the depths, and another invasion will happen later on in the game when you retrieve the Lord Vessel and get to the Demon Ruins. And another one, the last one will take place in Lost Isolith right before the Bed of Chaos boss fight. Alright. Now, there is a heavy crossbow item that you will find somewhere in this area. I'm not sure if it's this floor or the next. And you also do have to kill the channeler that's located by those rats. Otherwise, it will make the boss fight unnecessarily hard just because the channeler will buff the dragon when you fight him. And oh, that's not who you want to summon. You want to summon Solaire and Lautrec. And let's see here if I can ever get out of this part. Lautrec summon stone is located right here. And heavy crossbow is on the same floor as Lautrec's and Solaire summon signs. Now, if you got some gold pine resin left, I recommend using it during the boss fight just because the dragon himself is quite weak against lightning damage, as is any other dragon. You really don't need to summon these two guys just because, from my personal experience, they make the fight a little bit tougher just because if you have people summoned, more HP is added to the Gaping Dragon. And you need to cut off the tail in order to get the Dragon King Great Axe. Solaire's taking a beating. Ooh, I thought I was well out of range of that one, apparently not. Oh, there it is. This is one of the dragon weapons that is required for the Platinum Trophy, so you definitely want to pick that up. The AI for this game is pretty pathetic. Both Solaire and Lautrec just tend to stand around while the Gaping Dragon just annihilates them. Ooh. And almost annihilated me as well. Oops, and now my stuff is gonna be broken, no. This attack where Gaping Dragon just unloads a huge amount of barf, takes down quite a bit of your equipment durability, so just watch out for that. my god, no. Surprised that I got caught in that one. Thought I was well behind him. Yeah, I need to use up this gold pine resin as much as I don't want to, just because my weapon right now is doing crap damage. And after this, I do recommend, even before or after this boss fight, I do recommend farming for some large Titanite shards, just so you can upgrade your weapon to whoa, to +10. Since you have access to the large amber now, and you can give it to the blacksmith Andre. And finally able to get him. Almost died here. Simply, if you don't have a strong weapon, I'd recommend not summoning Lotrak and Solaire, just because they add extra health points to the boss, which makes it a lot harder. But just for the display purposes, I want to show you guys where the summon signs were and exactly just how useless those two guys are. So hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I'm going to take some time and farm Eyes of Death from the Basilisks, and I'm going to take some time to farm large Titanite shards as well, and I will show you guys in the next video on how to upgrade your weapon to +10. We're going to stop back to the Undead Asylum, and we're going to pick up the Titanite slab, we're going to defeat the Stray Demon, and we're going to pick up the Rusted Iron Ring, which I heavily recommend for a Blighttown walkthrough. And also we're later on, after Blighttown, we are going to go ahead and go to the Darkroot Garden to take on the Moonlight Butterfly, so we can get the Divine Weapon and go into the Catacombs. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.